Hi, I'm Lance Harvey, the founder and CEO of School Tours of America. At the outset, I would like to apologize about the quality of the video. I'm not very good at this stuff, but I felt that it was so important to come to you today and humbly thank you for your superhuman patience this past 6 weeks. This unprecedented COVID-19 crisis has already caused the cancellation, delay, rescheduling of more than 75% of our 2020 tour business. As a result, our tireless and dedicated staff is working around the clock from their homes, rescheduling all of our 2020 tour appointments, fielding thousands of emails and phone calls, negotiating vendor refunds, and applying for different types of government and private financial relief. I understand completely how frustrating this wait has been. Please believe me that we share your frustration. At the beginning of this crisis, however, so many other companies in our industry that are much, much larger than School Tours of America came out with one-size-fits-all solutions, and in most cases denying any type of cash refund. Now, as a tour boutique, we have always operated under a different philosophy. The reason we've been so meticulous and cautious in our approach this last 6 weeks is because we wanted to try and find the most generous, meaningful refund and rescheduling options for each of you. We apologize for this delay, but we truly believe that getting it right was more important than getting it quick. In the coming days and weeks, if you haven't already, you're going to be presented with some options. These will include rolling over your payments to a rescheduled tour, transferring your payments to a future participant, or partial cash refunds. With regard to cash refunds and the questions that so many are asking about why can't you get a full refund, please know that we're still working very hard to try to secure the largest possible refund we can based upon the costs and overhead that have already been committed on your behalf. Obviously, a lot of upfront costs go into your tour. Many of those are not refundable, but frequently lost in this conversation is the fact that we've already invested so much into your tour. We've been working on your tour for more than a year before it actually goes. Our work is nearly complete several months before the tour goes. Your actual tour only represents about the last 4 or 5 days of a 12-month process. And like any business, our full-time staff is paid on salary with health benefits. While your tour date itself might be rescheduled to another date, the planning of your tour, representing more than 95% of the work that we do, has already been performed. Now, on a personal level, so many of the teachers out there watching this have watched me grow up, have known me since I was a teenager, and are basically my family. And to those teachers, you know how personally each of us at School Tours takes this mission. But I know that most watching this are parents, that this is their first time to ever deal with our company, and many of you might believe that we're a big corporate tour chain. Well, I can assure you that we are not. Student travel has, however, been my life. My father was a social studies teacher who in 1980 formed what would become the best student tour company in the country. In 2002, I joined 5 former educators and formed School Tours of America. In our first year, we took 500 students, and I'm proud to say that in the last 18 years, we have given this life-changing tour to more than 150,000 students. Every year that we've been in business, we've taken losses. Every year, but due to snowstorms or cancellations or delays beyond anyone's control, we've always assumed those costs out of our own pocket. Now, I tell you this history for one reason and one reason only, is I hope you can find some comfort in the fact that my family has a 38-year track record and the best reputation in this industry for always taking care of our travelers, our teachers, and our students. We are a small family company, but there is no question that we are, by far, the best at what we do. Look, we are going to get through this. There's no question about that. And once we are through this, the importance of this tour will have never been greater. There is no other experience that instills in your child the sense of power and responsibility of their American citizenship. And if this crisis and this mandatory social isolation that we're all going through has taught our youth anything, that they now understand how fragile their way of life is and how important their participation in the civic arena will become. perhaps more so than any time in history, it's important that this generation of youth step forth and assume their role in the solution process, assume their role in shaping America's destiny. This tour, more than any other experience you can ever give your child, is that spark, that catalyst, that light bulb. You've already made the investment in your child's tour. If at all possible, please continue to allow them to have this experience. I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart for your patience. You know we have a great country and we're going to pull through this. And once we're back on our feet, I hope you'll agree that the country needs companies like School Tours of America because the stakes for our youth have never, ever been higher. Please stay safe, and I hope to see you and your child on our tour soon. Thank you so much.